Oriental rabbis of yesteryear. Now we happen to be on the 3rd of Iyar, Gimel Iyar, marks the Hilula of a great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Yitzchak Farhi Z'tl, one of the great rabbis. He's actually nicknamed Hamagid HaYerushalmi, respectively. He was born in English year 1779. He passed away in 1853. He would have been, at the time of passing away, approximately 74 years of age. He was a chazan, a darshan, shluchei rabbanan, a rabbinic emissary, and a great rabbi of Jerusalem in itself, and very much have connections also to the holy city of Tzfat, respectively. And he authored many great Torah books, respectively. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great Chacham's life. Now, he was born, as we stated on the onset, in Tzfat. Tzfat, being one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, along with Tiberias, Hebron, and Jerusalem, came from great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Rav Shlomo, and his mother's name was Rabbanit Miriam Pharchi, respectively, born in the year Heit of Kuf Lamed Tet 1779, respectively. Come with the year 1798, he would have been about, at that stage in time, approximately 19 years of age, just close to the end of his teenage years. He would actually move to settle in Jerusalem, another one of the 4 holy cities, and very, very much that was to be in the holy city of Jerusalem, the capital city of Israel. Obviously, a brilliant move. And he would, let's say, once he would move there, much more opportunities with regards to Torah study will entail. I believe at that point in time, his father had passed away. I'm not sure if it was slightly before the move to Jerusalem, but he would go there and he would study with a great rabbi, Rabbi Yom Tov Al-Ghazi, a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before. He was a Rishon LeZion and also famous Shluchei Rabbanan and Rosh Yeshiva of the famous Yeshivat Bet El, Rabbi Yom Tov Al-Ghazi, as we spoke about him on various occasions before. And he would help within regards to shimush, within regards to serving the great rabbi. And there was another great rabbi, Rabbi Avram Shalom Mizrahi, over there. Now, I believe he would go on and get married to his wife, I think in the year 1828, if I'm not mistaken. He would get married to, I'm not sure the exact date he would get married to his wife. Her name was Esther. Come on, 1828, at that stage in time, he would go out on a shlichut mission, and for Jerusalem, respectively. And I think he would actually travel to Turkey. Remember, the rabbi that actually went from one of these 4 holy cities was, let's just say, the great rabbi of that town, respectively, and who would be able to mitchazek and strengthen the communities and countries they were going. So he would actually travel to Turkey. Remember, Turkey at that stage in time was a bastion place of Torah learning over there, respectively, out of many of the countries all across the world. Now, he would go on, then afterwards, he would return and become part of the Bet Din of another great rabbi we've mentioned about on various occasions before, Rav Chaim Avram Gagin, come of the year 1837, and very much have, let's just say, strong ties within regards to the country of Turkey. So he would travel there again, and he would also travel to the Balkans area. And in 1848, he went, I believe, for a third occasion to various different countries, and would travel now to Italy once again. And I think in Italy he would meet another great rabbi over there, another rabbi we mentioned about on various occasions before. The rabbi he met with, I believe, was Rab Levi Nachmias, if I'm not mistaken. And they would actually move and travel around, I believe, and do various important undertakings. He would spread Torah in those vicinities, distribute books, and really spread Torah throughout the Jewish communities all throughout the world. Now, it's actually interesting. He was a great activist in Jerusalem also, within regards to preaching and improving Judaism. He was appointed part of the Sephardi community over the Sephardi committee, respectively, inside Jerusalem. And that will bring about, let's say, lot of responsibilities for him. And he would found, let's just say, various different city welfares in itself, strengthen the community over there in Jerusalem, increase activities. And I believe he was also very much involved with the Chaye Olam Yeshiva, which I believe he would actually head, and which he was tried to improve the economic situation of the city, especially with regards to helping the Jewish youth over there. He was involved in various different charitable causes, and was a director, I believe, of the Yeshivat, Tefaרת Israel over there. And he would serve as Shliach Tzibur in the synagogue of the Istanbul immigrant, let's say, community in the city of Jerusalem, respectively. His sermons were brilliant, reported over that it combined, let's say, tochacha, rebuke, and moralizing, let's say, ethics as a general thing. And what's interesting also, he became known as the Maggid Yerushalmi, which you mentioned at the onset. He helped within regards to resolving conflicts inside the city, various conflicts that actually took place. And he was involved with making compromises with different institutions, including with the Sephardi Kollel and the famous Yeshivat Bet El. I think that was in the year 1844. I'd recommend everyone to look on within regards to that information, within regards to this, which has to be stressed out. Now, I believe his book, The Top Yerushalayim, contained various different specific topics in of itself about, let's say, the foundations of Chesed in Jerusalem and at that point in time, that specific point in time, respectively. And really, really did help within regards to spreading Torah at a very great level, we have to point out. Now, he would talk about many different things, and we see glimpses of his greatness inside the books, where he talks about when people were settling down and Torah learning. Now, he passed away, I believe, in the year 1853. It was 11th of May to be precise, in 1853, and he was buried in Har HaZeitim, the Mount of Olives burial plot. Remember, he was 1853. We're talking about nearly more than 170 years ago he passed away. Now, among his books included the Imrei Binah, which was, let's say, Musa Beladino. I think it was written in Ladino, respectively. Zechut Arabim. This is the great book, Zechut Umishor. And Top Yerushalayim, with regards to the Kedusha of the city, respectively. Musar Askel, which was also written in Ladino, respectively. Mine Matika, which was 3 drashot, let's say, on Parshat Zachor, included. I think that was printed in Livorno, respectively. Then there was Marpet Le'etzem, which was on Perkei Musar Haskel. Once again, I think that was actually maybe printed in Baghdad, if I'm not mistaken. Then the Matok Lenefesh, which was Drashot, and Musar, once again printed in Livorno. The Matok Midvash, Divrei Musa, another great book with ethical teachings, printed in Jerusalem, respectively. Then the Tzufa Dvash, which is Divrei Musa, Imrei Noam, Shabbatot, Umoadim, and the Shevet Mishor, which is another Musa-based book, respectively. And then Shitot Ubiyorim al Shas Rambam. So, friends, it's his Hilula here on the 3rd of Iyar. Don't forget to light candles in his memory. Rabbi Yitzchak Farhi, and he was about 74 years of age at the time he passed away. Now, friends, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel now. I'd really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't, if you feel people are interested in watching these videos, share these videos to other people also, so that other people can hear the information of the great rabbis this year. So, friends, wishing you blessings here from Israel, and take care.